Okay, I felt it necessary to start a video involving Sanburdman's take on Hard Drivin from the Sega Genesis. Before I begin any further, I'd have to say, Stan, I enjoy a lot of your videos. Find it hilarious a lot of times and everything else. But I think you're just a little bit too hard on this game, especially compared to the games that are out nowadays and everything else. I think that might be what you're basing this on, which is not very fair, but such is life. Anyway, let me get this started. Okay, we're going to go with auto because that's what he went with, and I want to keep everything pretty much the same, although I prefer stick. So anyway, okay, so we're going to start. Okay, now he had said basically that the controls were not very self-explanatory, other than he was able to figure out A and the other buttons did nothing. I don't know how much more simple Sega could have made it, basically using each and every letter to indicate what it is. A is accelerate, B is brake, and C is clutch and everything. I will try to use each, well, other than the clutch, I'll try to use each button. Pretty much, control is basically you're either turning or you're not turning. There's no degree of I want to turn a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and everything. It's either on or off. So there's a lot of tapping involved with the turning, and as you can tell, driving past 60 is possible, and turning and that sort of thing. So overall, control is not the greatest, but given the fact that this game is pretty old and this is early driving, it's what would you expect and everything. I remember growing up, this game not being the most easy game to play. In fact, I think I had, and my brother, who also played this, had a lot more fun. So I'm going to just crashing the car, because it was always interesting to see what kind of a situation you could get yourself into and crash the vehicle. Wow, I'm not doing so well right now. See, it isn't, the controls are not very good, but they're not as bad as what he's indicating, like it's impossible to turn. Once you get up to a higher speed in any game, it gets pretty difficult to turn. But for him to say after 60 you might as well forget it. I do have to agree with him on the sound. I don't know why in the world Sega thought we don't need any sound. We know, or music, I should say. Music is not necessary. I would disagree. I think they could have put music in it, but I wasn't producing the game. Accelerate, or the engine noise, pretty typical of what you would expect. However, every single time you turn, you need this stupid screeching sound and everything else, unless you're doing a light turn, is unnecessary. I would say anything over like in between 60 and 100, I think that would be possible. Here, I'm going to try a crash. Hang on. See, this is the kind of stuff me and my brother would do. We would try to wreck the car as much as possible, try to get ourselves in strange, unusual situations, and then see what kind of a reaction it would give us. So that's pretty much it. That's my small rant on this game of Sanburdman's take on the game. It's not that bad, but compared to today's standards, it's pretty terrible. So, alright, by the way, Stan, just keep making videos. I enjoy them. Thank you very much. Bye.